Good morning. Welcome to Planet Mojo. Look what last evening brought us. If you watched the video yesterday, I put up this greenhouse frame, got this far, and I knew I wasn't going to work on it today because we have 15 to 17 mile an hour winds today and right around freezing, so it's going to be just nasty out. But I had zero clue there was going to be snow. They just put it in the forecast a little bit later in the day. So here we have it. But we have sun most of the day, so this snow will go away. But the forecast is pretty bad for the foreseeable future, so I'll be working in the cold and wind, it looks like, to get this thing done. Yay. But today I'm going to be working in the shed, cleaning up, organizing, and getting that ready for all the winter work. When I left off on this, I had just pulled the two tractors in, and that was about it, I believe. That was a few days ago. Now I got to get this stuff taken care of. What a lot of stuff. Most of this stuff goes on shelves. That goes on shelves. That goes on shelves. But these empty bins are kind of a bitch to deal with. They're so big. Where the hell do you put a big empty bin like that? I'll have to find a place. I was going to put them in the barn, but I may still have to. But they'll just be in the way up there as well. I'm not in the barn that much, so I don't know. Lots and lots of stuff to do. And then I have a door back there, but that's going right here. And I have two doors here. These are very heavy. All of these doors are very heavy. I have two doors here that are going in the house. And they're really in the way right now. So I'm just going to have to lean them up against the big door over there or something. They got to get the hell out of my way so I can work on the bench here. And then we have the motor for the dust collector, which I really need to get on a shelf. So I might have to move some of the toolboxes there, but I don't know if that's even possible. I hate this, running out of room. I really need a storage building. Once we dedicated the container outside here as a hay mow, everything came out of it and is in here, so now I don't have enough room to work on machinery, which is what this is for. We do have two new shelters. I mentioned them earlier. We got them on sale. They were discontinued. They're Shelter Logic shelters, but they surely aren't going up this year. I have to put those up in the spring. Then I can get stuff like this, these bins, and some of the bulkier garden stuff in there, and get them out of the way. We really need another building is what we need. But I think I better get at it. Oh, yeah, I got to get rid of this. This drill press has been in my way, too. Last winter, this is pretty much where I ended up. Everything stopped. I ran electrical from, well, actually I put in this box and ran all these pipes, and I got, you probably can't see that, but I ran an outlet up right by the vent up there, and I put a repeater in, so I have both the house phone, the landline, and the internet are beamed over into here, which wasn't possible before because going through a tin building is pretty much impossible. So it goes right through the vent and it repeats it into the building here. So I have a TV that we're no longer using from the house, and I have a bracket somewhere. So I'm going to set that up so I can watch YouTube during the day while I'm working out here. Watch my favorite channels while I work. So I'm going to get at this. I got a few hours and see what I can get done. Okay, that about does it for today. Yeah, now that I got this moved, I got a little more access to this area for, I don't know if it'll be the next job, but it's coming up pretty quick. I pretty much consider all of this vineyard stuff as temporary. I need my own little vineyard building, so I may just make a shed next summer. It's not that big of a project, you know, maybe a 10 by 12 or a 12 by 14 shed, and connect it to the greenhouse that I'm working on out there. That'd be pretty awesome. A place to put all of this stuff and some of the machinery and stuff. But this is a project that's coming up real quick. I'm going to attach these steel pegboards to the back of this. This is too narrow to put any on the side, but I do believe, I think just the bigger shelves over there can take this on the sides as well. So I'm going to do that as well. And likely the backs of these. I'm not going to do it all at once. I'm just going to do this first so I can hang a lot of this miscellaneous little vineyard stuff on here and not have to make a permanent place for it so it can go away at some point. This area got worse, but it's getting there. It won't be too long. I'm slowly getting rid of some of these bins, getting everything by the door so I can run it out to where it needs to go. I got to get rid of this. This is a hay fork from a barn. It's part of a hay trolley system, and it goes with these hay trolleys. I'm going to sandblast these and paint them up, do a little bit of restoration work on them, and hang them up there as soon as I can. This cat will not let me alone. She came out here to work with me and went to sleep right away. And she's been sleeping up in her bed the whole time. And then as soon as I want to talk, she wants to get petted. Yeah, kitty. In a minute. But anyways, this thing is huge. It's got pointy ends, and it's in the way. So I got some rope for it, which isn't really enough. I've been trying to find some old barn rope at the antique places around here, and that's where that came from. It's not quite enough, but I want to hang. I'll probably move this stuff out of the way and pull it up and hang it right here to get it out of the way. I can't put it here. I got an outlet here. I'm putting the TV there. So that's a coming project, the mounting of the TV. But I have to pull all this stuff off of the wall here, get this drywalled at about this height. It's going to be slat wall like that over there. And then the lower part will be 5/8 inch drywall. I need a good soundproofing on this wall because the compressor is behind the wall there. And that's a project as well. Before I can close in this wall, I need to come through the wall with a permanent pipe that's going to connect to the compressor there. I'm going to attach it to the inside of the stud so it's nice and stiff, and then I can connect it on both ends. And then the ducting is going to go up and over, and well, it's going to connect to several things, but I got a nice Goodyear hose reel right there. It's going to connect to that and a couple more outlets, and I want to try to get a air outlet outside through the wall there, and possibly one out back. What else do I got? Oh, I got a water line that's got to go in this winter. I got the outlets on this wall. I have them right by the panel there, and I have them on this wall. They're behind here, but I don't have the metal ones here and here, and then under the shelf. Let me show you how they go on the shelf. Yeah, I pushed everything back in here, but I mount them. I have an outlet in the back of the shelf. I run pipe to it and have an outlet back there. Then I run a heavy-duty cord to another outlet that's connected directly to the bench. There's one here too. I'll be doing that on this bench as well, putting 3 outlets along the front, or possibly 2. But that's how you keep from not losing your ability to have electricity along the wall when you got these big built-in shelves. And I don't want to put them like behind the shelf right there, because that's just a mess. You got to pull everything off the shelf. So having an outlet right down there is the way to go. So I just have 2 circuits there, 2 circuits here, and 2 circuits here. I have every outlet, well, every little bay here is a separate circuit. You can see these are under the window. These are GFCI circuits. Oh, they're back there. I don't know if you could see it. Right there, that one's got a USB port for a, what is that? A propane sensor that's going down at the bottom of that post. This one, I believe, is an oxygen, carbon monoxide sensor. So that's just because I run propane heaters out here and want to be on the safe side against a leak or against carbon monoxide buildup. The gas sensor actually will sense like a leaking gas tank or something as well. But I usually drain these. I have oh, I don't see it right off the bat, but I have a small, like, it's hard to explain, but it's a small gas tank that hangs from a rolling stand, kind of like a medical stand. Small gas tank that hangs from it, and I can connect it right to the carburetor. Like this gas tank's empty. That one needs to be emptied. Then I can use the fuel somewhere else and then give it fresh fuel in the spring. It's got octane booster in it too, so it's some pretty nice fuel. But that will about do it for today. I believe the next one that will be on film will probably, I got to get rid of this. I can't walk around it. I'm gonna bump into it and get a nice hole in my leg. So I'll probably get this hung up there and start tackling some of this stuff. Get it up into the mezzanine up there, and get rid of some of this junk. I probably won't film a lot of that. I'm sure I'll just come back and get this out of here and then pull this stuff off this wall so I can get ready to get this finished up. That'll give me, all that slat wall will give me a lot more space to put stuff, and it'll get there. So if you want to see that stuff, stop back, subscribe to the channel, click on updates, and you'll receive a notice when we post new videos. Thumbs up would be nice, and thanks for watching, and have yourself a great day.